how's it going? Hello there. Well, we're in the season of Obi-Wan. I'll just wait for a few people to kind of come on. But I'll record this, I think, and I think I can record it. I'm really not great with technology. It's I used to be, but then I started getting older, and then I was not as good with technology as I used to be. So I think I can record this, and I will post it back up onto the thing anyway. If anyone wants to read it and listen to it again afterwards or anything like that. But yeah, so basically, I thought I would do a live video for a few reasons. First of all, because this is a new group, and I wanted to thank everyone for coming onto the group. And for turning up and for supporting everything so far, and for joining in the games that we do and the takeover with Craig Welburn, CF Welburn, famous author. He's a great author, so I hope those people that won his books are enjoying them. And if anyone's got any comments or anything that they want to talk or ask me to talk about or anything like that, please just drop them in and I'll get around to them. But yeah, so I just wanted to thank everyone for joining the group so far and for inviting people into the group and all that kind of stuff. We've got a comment already saying I'm doing great with the technology side, so we will see how that goes. Yes, we will see. So yeah, I wanted to do that, and I also wanted to talk a little bit about Path of War as well, which is sequel to Untitled Shadow that is my upcoming book. So I wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit. Yeah, you know, and get into that as much as possibly can. I did want to show off the new covers for today, but they're not quite ready yet. So the ones that are in the group at the moment are as good as we have at the moment. Good evening. They don't come up as an age. I'm gonna have to figure this out. This is what I was talking about the technology thing, because this is the first time I'm doing it in a group. Usually I do this on like a page and names would come up, but groups are strange. So I will have to. I have a little icon here that says "Learn More," so I will be learning more about this pretty soon. So yeah. So again, thanks so much for. Oh, hello. Hello there. Yes, thank you. So yeah, so the big news basically about Path of War is that it's been delayed by a month, which is a good thing. Many of you may have gotten emails about it last night. Anyone who has it pre-ordered, which surprisingly quite a few people have. It's the book. It's the most pre-ordered book that I've done so far. So that's great, and thanks for that. Evening, Craig, and there's a pirate as well here, which is great. But yes, so yeah, a few of you may have gotten emails overnight just confirming the delay. So it's not a huge delay. It's only a month. So it was meant to be out on June the 18th. It's coming out on July 16th. Lots of people saying hi. Sorry, I will sort out the name thing for next time if I can. Yeah, so it's been delayed for a month. But if anyone's got any questions about why, or the book in general, or anything that I write, or anything that you'd like me to talk about for this, I'm going to probably do this for about 15 minutes or so, because there is only so long that I can ramble for. Although I can do it for quite a long time. So yeah, it has been delayed for a month. So disappointing in a way, obviously, because some people did want to read it pretty quickly. But we were just with the covers, and we've got a few other kind of things that was going on. We were just cutting it a little bit too fine. And what we'd like to do is to be able to give it to some people for arc reading and stuff like that, and do some other things like this, and to talk about it, and to release little excerpts and all that kind of stuff before it comes out. And if it was coming out on June 18th, we're just cutting it a little bit too fine for that. So it's going to be coming out on July 16th now. So it's 28 days, I think, is the Yes, 28 days, if my maths correct. I always do that mentally, that 30 days have September thing in my head, and I just had to think what month we're in, but we are now in June, so yes, 30 days, 28 days. So it's not too much of a delay. That should give us enough time to finalize the covers, to finalize the line edits, and to do like a few things on it. So it's coming out on Nikki's birthday, so I'd like to say that was the reason why. Let's do it. Let's say that's the reason. That's the official reason why. And but yeah, thanks. Hopefully to goggle it up and time to breathe. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited for people reading it, and I think the extra month gives us a little bit of time just to fine tune it. And obviously, once the covers are finished, people in this group will be finding them first. Or finding them first. I can hide them across the internet. No, I'll let you see them all first and see what you think about them. And I'll be doing little kind of some little excerpts and stuff like that before it comes out. And hopefully, we'll do another takeover soon. So if there's any authors from anyone that you really love, that you'd love to have a takeover within the group, let me know and I'll try to arrange it. Also, I interview authors quite a lot on my YouTube channel. So if there's anyone that you'd like me to interview, let me know as well, and I will try and arrange that because I love talking to other authors. We could even do a live one as well. That was one of the ideas of doing this group was to do some things like this where we can talk with other authors or do some roundtables or do other things like that for readers and people enjoy. So let me know about them and I will try my best to do something with them. So we have a question from one of my favorite authors, J. Andrews. So hello, what's the best lightsaber fight in Star Wars? That stays on topic. Well, it's kind of on topic because there is not lightsaber fights in Path of War, but there is certainly sword fighting and some pretty big battles in it as well, because you can't really have a battle. Can't call the book Path of War without having a battle in it. So yeah, there's a few in there. So best lightsaber fight. God, that's a good question. The best moment with a lightsaber, I think, has got to be Rogue One with Darth Vader in the corridor. Like that is class, and it's like it's something that's like, a long time Star Wars fan that you kind of always wanted to see Darth Vader do. So that was cool. I know they're not fighting against each other, but the throne room fight in The Last Jedi with Rey and Kylo Ren is really good. I love that whole sequence. It's terrific. But lightsaber on lightsaber, I don't know. It's a tough one. It's really, really tough. I mean, Phantom Menace has got some good ones. Return of the Jedi with Darth Vader and Luke is great. It's got loads of emotion in it. I don't know. It's too hard. It's too hard of a question. There's too many. But yeah, Luke and Vader and Empire is pretty good as well. There's just too many. There's just too many. Too many. How dare you? But I'm planning for book 3 yet. I haven't got into it. So yeah, that lightsaber comment almost sent me down a rabbit hole. Then, by the way, you just completely yeah. I'm still thinking about it, but I really like what the Rebel. I don't know if anyone's seen Star Wars Rebels, the TV show. It's fantastic, and there's a really good one between Obi-Wan and Darth Maul, and no spoilers. And this is obviously older Obi-Wan. Yeah, Darth Maul doesn't die in The Phantom Menace for people that haven't seen any of the cartoons or anything. And that's really good because it's like a real classic samurai kind of thing. But anyway, I will push this to the side and continue on with Adrian's question. So, yeah, have I begun planning for book 3 yet? God, second book's not even out. You ask about book 3. Yes, I have. So there's an overarching plot for the thing that you kind of know where it's going for, like, and I know what the ending is going to be and what's going to happen with most of the characters, and like resolution as to where it's going, and how the world will be at the end of the book. But as people that may have seen me around or talked to me before, or seen me talk about Empire of Ruin, it was going to be 3 books, but now it's going to be 4. And that is because when I was writing the second book, I had gotten to about 60,000 words into the manuscript, and I was only 3 pages into my outline, and I had another 6 pages of my outline left for that one book. And so the book ended up being about 135,000 words, which is quite a bit bigger than In Solitude Shadow, and that was by design. I wanted to kind of keep it as a smaller epic fantasy book for almost, because I was unknown. No one, and I'm still unknown, but I was even more unknown at that point. And epic fantasy is a big commitment for new readers, so I didn't want to bring out a 500-page book the first time. To get people into it, and my take on epic fantasy is maybe a little bit different. So I wanted to make it a little bit shorter, just so people could be like, well, yeah, I understand this, I get this. This is, see if they liked it or not, and they could make a decision on that before coming for the whole journey. So the second book was always going to be a little bit longer, but what I realized when I got to that point was that because I'm a bit more experienced as a writer now, and I know like what I need to do in certain scenes, what I need to do with characters to make it feel like a proper arc and do this. I was like, I'm writing longer, and what I didn't want to do was to do a second book that was like double the size of In Solitude Shadow, or almost double, and then do a third book that was again much bigger than the second book, which was going to happen if I went from the rest of my plan. It probably would have been about 200,000 words, maybe even longer. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do 4 books. And I've got titles for all 4 of them. I think the third book is called Beyond Sundered Seas, and the 4th one is called At Eternity's Gates. And thankfully, because of the kind of plan that I have for it, there's a nice place where I can, there's a story there. There's enough story for a 3rd book and a 4th book. And also I'm able to expand a little bit on some things that I was like, that I wanted to do, but I was like, I can't quite do this if it's 3 books. Maybe I'll do a spin-off, or maybe I'll do something else. But I'm able to bring that in, and that thing is pirates. So there will be pirates, quite a lot of pirates in the 3rd book. There won't be like pirates like that we kind of are used to, but there'll be a little twist on them. But there is going to be some in it. I'm really excited to write some fantasy pirates. So yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, 4 books. I won't be getting. I'm writing a Nick Halloran book at the moment. I've written a short one already this year, and I'm going to do the proper sequel. I'm writing that at the moment, and then once that's done, Path of War should be out, and people hopefully would have read it and get some feedback on it, and I will read it myself then and start working on the 4th one properly. So Luke, and yeah, so back onto the lightsabers. Thanks everyone saying hello. And Eden, what have I missed? And Lou, hi Lou. I can't see your names, unfortunately. So, apart from some of you, I think Davey One Green needs a braid behind the ear. I need some hair behind my ear if to do that, this is as much as I kind of get. If I do this, it kind of looks like I've just shaven my hair out of choice, and it's just a fashion that I'm trying to do. But that's the way. So maybe if you just do this all the time, I'd be like, yeah, I could do that. I could grow a braid. So what have you missed? So basically, if you're still here, whoever this is, Path of War has been delayed until July the 16th. So just a 28-day delay, just while we just so that we can get everything finished off properly. It was just getting a little bit too close to the wire to finish off with covers and some other things. So we've knocked it back for 28 days and to the 16th of July. And that's it. That's the news. I wanted to have brought you some covers today, new covers, but we'll do that another time. So yeah, that's it. And pirates, awesome. Yeah, I like pirates. We'll see what we can do with them, if we can do something cool with them. And just been writing something pirates. There we go. I'll have to pick your brain about it. See how you handled your fantasy pirates, and we'll see how we do it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's everything that I have. So unless anyone's got any other kind of questions or anything that they kind of want to know about what I'm doing, or plans for the rest of the year, or plans for the group, because obviously I'd like to get more takeovers and more offers and more everything else, and let me know. What I will do is just to do a little plug, as I'm supposed to do. This is where you can get the link for Path of War. It's on special pre-order price at the moment. I think it's so obviously it's going to be on pre-order price for a little bit longer than it was before. So yeah, it's on special price at the moment. And also, if any of you are in the Indie Fantasy Addicts group, and if you're not, you should be. They're doing a reading challenge at the moment throughout the whole summer months. But you can go into teams and read stuff, and anything you read, you get points, and you might get some prizes, and the prizes are fantastic. So go and check that out as well, because there's loads of great authors involved in there, loads of great readers to make new friends. I know some people in this group have kind of met from there. I've met people from there as well. It's a great group too, and that's Indie Fantasy Addicts. So check that out. Let me just knock this off because I don't want to have it up there all the time. So far, most pirates are drunk. Good. If I was a pirate, I'd just be drunk all the time as well. I've been to the Caribbean and I loved it, and I would love to just sail around the Caribbean just drunk the entire time. It would be quite nice. Apart from other pirates that you'd have to live with, and scurvy probably. Like, who wants scurvy? Nobody. Aid has a badger. Very nice. There you go. Yes, you got it there. I woke up this morning and I had 55 notifications on my phone, and a good percentage of those were people asking me what was going on with Path of War, which was nice to see. It was nice people actually cared about it. No one was too annoyed about it, which is good. At least it's not like a 10-year delay. It's just 28 days at the moment. It will be possible to get signed copies. I do it worldwide, so I'm happy to send them anywhere. Anyone who wants them, I will send them to them. So once it's finished and I've got a price for them, I will start seeing if anyone wants them. I'll put a post up in the group and a few other places. So what I try and do is, obviously, because I get them at cost, and so I just try and work out the cheapest possible way to get them to people, because obviously with postage and packaging and everything like that can be added onto it. So I don't want to give people crazy prices. So I'll work out a good price for everyone for it. But I say it is bigger than the last one, so it's going to be a bigger package. That's what she said. Yes. Don't go down an office rabbit hole as well as a lightsaber rabbit hole. It's very easy to do. But it's close to the time. Hopefully, by the start of July, I'll know better. So I will let you know. But thanks for asking. Thanks very much. And I faced some challenge. First couple of reads already very good. Lots of people are very quick out of the gates. Posting reviews straight away. It was very, very exciting. Straight away, people are yes, people have been waiting for it. They've got books ready to go for the summer challenge. It's people have got lists and lists of these books that they're going to read in the next few months. It's amazing, and it's great to see some people are reading my book as well, which is just mental, really. Glad you get more time of it. Thank you. Yeah, and pirates. And points. Ooh, yeah, points are always good on prices. There we go. Okay, so that is the end of the stream. I think I've waffled for 20 minutes. So basically, the main thing is for people, I just kind of joined the Path of War is coming out July 16th now. It was going to be June 18th, but now it is July 16th. it means that it's at the special pre-order price, and I'll pop that back up on there again for a little bit longer than it was. So go and check it out. That should take you to where you need to go. As soon as the cover's ready, I'll post them in the group so all you guys can see it the first time before anyone else. That's what the group is for. And I will be trying to arrange some more takeovers, some more interviews, and everything else. And thank you so much for joining the group. Thank you for all the comments and all the support. Craig, CF Welburn, was delighted with the takeover last week. He was really, really happy about it. It was great to see. And well done to the winners of that as well. So thank you very much. And yeah, thanks, Lou. Maybe I should do that for everything. So I'm going to delay it for another month. And thank you very much, Alex. Yeah, the preview chapter. Yeah, I forgot about that. So people that are just new to the group or anything else, there is a preview of the not even a preview. The prologue is somewhere in the group. So you you can go and check it and check that out. Yeah, I'm gonna just start delaying everything. That's the way to do it. The prologue is there. It's an unedited version of the prologue, although the edited version isn't all that much different. So you can go and check that out and see what you think. Thanks so much everyone for coming today. Thanks for the support in the group. And it was the first 3 chapters. All right, hurt you. Well, that's up to you. The hurting and giving them out, but maybe we can do something like that. We can arrange something. But yeah, thanks so much everyone for coming on. And thanks for joining the group. Hopefully it'll continue to grow. So if anyone that you know that likes fantasy or likes urban fantasy or epic fantasy or anything like that, or wants to talk to other authors that we're going to be doing roundtables with and interviews and takeovers, please invite them all in. The more the merrier. And until next time, we'll do this again pretty soon. And thanks so much for everything so far. Until next time.